Welcome, beautiful soul. Thank you so much for being here. I'm so proud of you for taking the time to work on your body. If you have sore ankles, discomfort, tightness, stiffness in your ankles, then this is the class for you. This is a yoga empowerment class for ankle healing. Today, we are bringing loving attention to the ankles, the foundation of our body that supports us every time we stand, every time we walk, change direction, or rise into our lives. Physically, the ankles are meant to be mobile. They need to be able to move. Stiffness causes pain and discomfort. When they become stiff or sore, it's often a sign they've been overworked, underloved, or asked to support more than they are ready for. Energetically and emotionally, the ankles relate to flexibility in life, trust, and our willingness to move forward. When life feels rigid, uncertain, or overwhelming, the ankles often hold that story down there, stuck energy in the ankles. This practice is not about forcing change. It's about listening, softening, and reminding your body that it is safe to heal. Your body is intelligent. With focus, attention, and love, healing will naturally unfold. So I want you to think about, we're going to talk about the mind, the energy of the mind, where your thoughts are going, where your emotions are going. And then we're also going to connect it to your physical body. Okay, how you move your body, how mobile you are. Please find a comfortable position on your mat. I'm going to start in a cross-legged seated position. And I'm going to place my hands close to my ankles, already giving them energy. We will start with that intention for this class. I choose to feel supported, grounded, and free to move forward with ease. Let this intention gently guide each movement and each breath. Perfect. Let's release the hands. I'm going to straighten out the legs. Come into a seated straight leg. And we're going to start to point and flex the feet. Okay? So just starting to bring heat and energy to the ankle joints. I'm going to press forward and pull back. So physically, we're working through the range of motion of the ankle joints. Physical movements help release tension and help release pain. Now, if your mind is saying, I don't want to exercise and I don't want to be here, then you are adding negative energy to your body. So let's be mindful, thinking, I now release old stagnant energy from my ankles. And keep those positive thoughts coming in. Okay, come back to center. Let's go into some ankle circles. So I'm just going to bring my legs a bit wider, so when I circle around, my feet do not touch each other. Okay, so we're going to circle in as close as you can to the inner. Pull back towards your body as far as you can. Rotate out wide as far as you can without moving your hip joints, okay? So don't move your legs. Try to just focus on the ankles, okay? And then pointing as far as you can down in front. Okay, so always adding the breath, being mindful that you're going through the full range of motion and releasing that tension in there. Okay, let's go the other way. I invite the stiffness to leave my body. And I really try to make my circles a little bit bigger each time. So there's my intention. Perfect. Come back to center. And if you can do toe spread, I can't do it as good, but I'm going to try. But opening the toes and then relaxing, coming back to center. Okay, opening the toes and coming back to center. So releasing some energy even down into the feet and the toes. Big inhale. Exhale, release the energy in the toes. Perfect. Okay, let's come into a tabletop position. Let's get your hands directly underneath your shoulders, knees directly underneath the hips. I'm going to engage my shoulder blades. Okay, so I'm not rounded. I'm going to pull my belly in so I can keep a nice flat back. Engage your glutes a little bit. Keep your spine straight. Okay, I'm going to flatten the back feet and we're going to gently start to rock our hips towards our ankles and then come back. Okay, so if you're pushing that ankle joint down into the mat, you're giving those ankles a little bit of a stretch on the tops of the feet. So I'm going to slide back. You decide how far. Come back forward again. And you can add your breath to your movement. Inhale, come forward. Exhale, sit back, 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 back. Good. Come forward again. Exhale and sit back. Perfect. Inhale and exhale, sit back. Good. Now this next one, we're going to come all the way back and hold. Okay, so you can see how far you can go. You can stop at anywhere along this range of motion, wherever you feel comfortable. Okay, I'm going to come all the way back, sit on my heels. Okay, and then I'm going to come up into sitting on my ankles and my spine's up tall. Okay, if you did want to, you can actually sit back further, where you can reach your hands behind you, start walking back, and you can actually start to lift through the knees. And you'll feel a really good stretch at the top of the foot. Okay, let's breathe into that. Wherever you're at today, just gently acknowledge where you are and know that you can improve. I am just giving you all the options today. You hold where you need to and breathe into that. And gently let go. Good. Let's come forward again. We're going to flip the toes this time. I'm going to place the balls of my foot on the mat. I'm going to spread out my toes so they're spread out like this on the mat. And then you're going to slowly come back and we're going to stretch out all through the bottom of the foot and the arch right up through the ankle. Okay, so again, you can slowly come back and you can sit on your ankles, or you're going to be holding in a position that works for you. All that matters is what you can do. Inhale. Exhale. I now release the tension. I now release the tightness. And it feels so good. Relax and let go. Relax and unwind. Relax and feel mobile. Good. One more deep breath. Perfect. Let's come forward. Unhook the feet. I'm going to come over in seated position. And we're going to come into a forward fold. So sitting up tall again. Let's pull the meat away from those sit bones, sitting up tall. And I really want to focus on the ankle joint this time more than the hamstrings or the low back, okay? So when I'm sitting, we're going to go into a forward fold. I'm really going to pull through my toes. So you'll feel like your calf and the bottom of your feet stretching, okay? So inhale, let's reach up. Exhale, we're going to reach forward towards those toes. And you can decide where you want to hold. It can be in the air. It can be at the toes. It can be on the ground. Or you can grab your pants and pull them. Okay? So wherever you can hold, let's breathe into that. Really focusing on pulling through those toes, pulling through the tops of the feet. Again, if you contract this whole front body right here, you will be more likely to relax the back of the body. Okay? So breathe in with me. I invite strength for my front body. I invite length and relaxation for the back of the body. Couple more deep breaths here as you invite more love and peace into the body. And just exhale the negativity, exhale the stiffness, exhale the chaos, and bring some love to those ankles. One more deep breath. Perfect. Release those feet. Okay, we're going to come into, let's do some standing positions, okay? So let's come into mountain pose, okay? Mountain pose is how we stand, how we are nice and sturdy for our entire day. I want you to think about your feet lined up directly under your bony points of your hip right here, okay? I want you to think about weight is evenly distributed on the 3 tripod spots of your foot, okay? So we're going to think about the base of your big toe, the base of your little toe, and then your heel. There's 3 spots. I want you to focus on pushing down into the earth, okay? Nice and grounded, okay? So I'll notice some people will roll inward, maybe they roll outward, maybe their feet are out wide. So let's make sure you really feel those 3 spots. You're really grounded and you're in alignment with your hips and your feet are pointing forward, okay? Send your hips back a little bit, okay? So they're not hanging in front of your heels. Send them back. You want them lined up with your heels. I'm going to engage my glutes, pull my belly in, roll my shoulder blades back and down. Okay, so let's start in this nice grounded position. Bring that breath in through the lungs, down, down, deep down into the ankles and down into the earth, and really feel that grounding. And then when you exhale, pull the energy from the earth up through the body and then out through the mouth. Passing through the ankles, giving and receiving love. Releasing any pain or discomfort and really feeling strong and sturdy in this pose. Inhale again. Can you feel the strength? Can you feel pushing down into the ground? Feeling strong and sturdy. Perfect. Good. Let's swing the arms up. We're going to come into a chair pose. Okay. So I'm going to slide my hips back. Again, pushing through the 3 tripod spots on my foot. I don't want to just let my belly go here. Okay. I'm going to pull my belly in. I'm going to use my glutes to help. Tuck the pelvis under. Engage the shoulder blades. Lengthen through the arms. So when I lift, you don't want to let that low back go. Okay, couple deep breaths here. Getting even to more strength through the ankles and up into the quads, up into the entire body. Focus is on the ankles and the 3 tripod spots of the foot. I am strong. I am sturdy. I am flexible. I am trustworthy. I am willing to change for my greater good. One more breath here. Perfect. Let's push through the legs, drop through the arms, come back to mountain pose. Okay, now we're in mountain pose again. I'm going to try some shifting from side to side. So feel a lot of weight go into one side of your foot, and then we're going to shift over. Feel the tripod in the other side of the foot. Gently push. So when you lean, I don't want your feet lifting off the ground. They are your main base of support. As I lean over, you should still be pushing evenly. Okay? But you can shift from side to side. Okay? So just notice the feeling. back and forth, the strength, and we're getting into a little bit of balance and mobility here. Okay, let's try forward and back. So I'm going to reach forward, lean into it. You'll feel a little bit more pressure in the front, but I still want you pushing down through the heel. And then slide back. Okay, come forward and then slide back. Come forward, a little bit of balance work, come back. Start to get those ankles energized there a little bit. One more breath here. Perfect. Come back to mountain pose. Up tall, one breath. Really trying to find your center. Lining up the joints from ankle, knee, hip, and shoulder. And adding a breath of fresh air and energy to that sequence. Perfect. So our final sequence today is a balance pose. We're going to get over onto one foot. Let's go into the tree pose today. Okay, so I'm going to shift over to one side. I'm going to open up that hip. You're going to put your heel on the side of my shin and the ball of your feet on the floor. Okay, hips are behind you and tucked under again, so they're engaged. We're not just hanging here. Okay, shoulder blades are back and open. Okay, if you'd like more of a challenge, bring that foot slowly up the leg. Your heel can be either above or below your knee joint. Okay, or you could bring it all the way up into that hip joint. Okay, hands can be open, they can be placed at the heart. Let's breathe into that. And pushing down through the 3 points of the foot again. Grounding into the earth. Breathe into it. Breathe in balance. Breathe in strength. Breathe in love. Bring in peace. Good. Keep going. You really start to feel that ankle burning now. That's fresh new energy coming in. So as long as you can hold it, the better. Perfect. So release that foot. Place it under the ground, and let's give this side a little bit of shake. So shake out through the ankle. You can shake it back and forth. Shake it into circles. Perfect. Give it a little break. Okay, let's shift to the opposite side. Tree pose on the opposite side. Place the ball of your foot on the floor, the heel on the inside of the shin. Okay, let's come into our balance pose, tree pose, and we'll take a few deep breaths. Again, you can decide what level we were at. Breathe in, all the way down to that ankle joint. Exhale, let that go. I now release all that stuck energy down in my ankles. I breathe in fresh, new, positive energy. Please cycle that down towards my ankles. Please let them heal and release tension, stiffness, and discomfort for today. One more deep breath. Perfect. Let's come back to center. Release that. Open up the palms. 2 deep breaths in mountain pose. Thinking about grounding into the earth. Inviting any last piece of tension to leave the body. And then we're going to come back down to our seated position. And we're going to end with a final little meditation to finish off and be grateful for our ankles and just mindful for what we have done today. So you can place your hands on your ankles again, or if you'd rather, hands on your lap, hands on your heart, or palms together. Take a deep breath in. Bring your awareness to your ankles. Imagine warm golden light surrounding the joints, the ligaments, and the bones. With every inhale, you invite nourishment. With every exhale, you release old tension and fear. Silently repeat, my body knows how to heal. My body knows how to heal. Feel gratitude for the quiet work your ankles do every day, carrying you through your life. Pause for a moment of stillness. Healing does not come from force, it comes from presence. Every moment you bring loving attention to your body, you reinforce safety, trust, and resilience. Your ankles are not broken. They are learning, adapting, and responding to the care you give them. Carry this awareness into your daily life. Walk with intention. Stand with gratitude. Move forward, knowing you are supported by the ground beneath you and the wisdom within you. Let's release the hands. Inhale, reach up. Hold it at the top. And exhale, float back down. Thank you for spending your time with me. I hope you enjoy your day. Thank you.